tonight as the Marlins and Nats start a 3-game series, and we're underway. First pitch is fouled away off the bat of Cesar Hernandez. 0-1. National now these three against the Marlins. 0-1 here from Cabrera to Hernandez at the top of the zone, but doesn't get this.
That's 27.
Bounces and fouled at home. Played a ball working the other day. That power changeup. That one ripped into the netting, foul. That was the curveball. His pitches to register strikeouts of the 9 against the Rockies. That one is low and in. Really well together on Wednesday. Slowly rolled out to short for Rojas.
It's the four-seamer and the changeup half.
Right, and we show you there again as that one is grounded fouled into the there to righties. So we'll see how he attacks Lane Thomas and company here tonight. That one away, 1-1.
Paul, I know you go to bed in that last outing was the hardest changeup ever recorded.
Wow. It's great. I don't know. It's the grip. But yeah, it had power, sinker, velocity. This one up the middle. Jazz on the backhand, throws across his body, and Aguilar couldn't come up with it. Terrific effort by Jazz. 3-home run game. So he's on first. Here's Juan Soto. Takes a pitch low and in. Fortes keeps it close. 35 hits and 8 home runs.
You know what? As the Marlins did in Denver.
Yeah. Here. And a ground ball right side. Jazz has it. Feeds Miggy onto first, but a little too late. So they get the Nelson Cruz. Runner goes from first. Fortes with the throw. It's a little high. Did Jazz come down in time to get the tag? No. Just the 24th stolen base for the Nationals this season. They're in the bottom. Asked for time, didn't get it. Swings and grounds it outside of third, foul in that bat. Bounces that one in there. Fortes does a nice job. 7th meeting between these two teams this year. They'll play 19 times. Swing and a miss. He got Cruz to chase that one down and in. A strikeout for Cabrera.
If you've ever gotten any of your jerseys in a swap, but I know you have a pretty sweet collection.
I have 3 that I just put. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I gave him my scorecard from last Wednesday.
Much better story that way.
Yeah, I gave him game.
Keeping up.
It is.
Nicely.
Yeah, it really is. Pool tables there. We've got the nice credenza.
I'm available
the TV.
for the invite anytime.
We'll let you break. 2-1 pitch here to Josh Bell is taken low.
You rack, I break.
That worked. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Bell. Ground ball again. This one to Jazz on the right side. And Bell retired.
Got him with the changeup. A little bit away with that one.
There's a strike at the bottom of the zone. Last time we saw Hernandez, he was tearing the cover off the ball, but he's cooled off a little bit. Last 6. It's a double and a home run.
It is amazing, and we talk about it all the time. How Hernandez struggling for Washington. I was going through, and I love to do this.
And he's the greatest player of our generation.
Yes.
Cabrera with a strikeout. That's it. No, really. I mean, we saw him for 2 games, but still, that was a little surprising to me.
Well, I think you were surprised because they got off to such a good start
this year. Fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ruiz.
Pretty high in Anaheim this year. Good try right there with the curveball.
Here's a 2-2.
There it is again. So we've seen a couple of curveballs.
Full count, 2 outs. Cabrera deals. Fouled away left side, out of play. Another 3-2 pitch. Grounded foul. Eric Young Jr. making the play. Still has the Reds over the weekend. We'll see another 3-2 pitch here. And lifts one toward right center field. Sanchez moves over, makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 second for deep.
Yeah, Matthew, don't show the four-seamer. Get it in the glove.
You know what, by the way? His favorite things about baseball, no joke, having fun with his friends. That's what Matthew put, not Jazz.
That's awesome. Situations. 5 walks, 1 sac fly, and now the grand slam.
Nice now. He worked himself into a 3-0 count. And this one is popped up off the bat of Maikel Franco. Birdie charging in, makes the catch.
How many has he thrown tonight?
And so far today, if this is updated, 11.
Couple of reasons, we'll go into it.
After this line drive to center field, De La Cruz goes back, twists and makes the catch on the edge of the track, and there are 2 outs.
Talked about it in Denver. With the altitude, you don't see as many curveballs. A little tougher to break that ball off. Just to show these hitters a little something different. They may have looked at the scouting report. They may have watched video of his
days. There are 3 games, I should say, with a doubleheader in Denver that you have to learn how to pitch there. And somehow and sometimes I should say, it's just knowing that your pitches react differently and what a slider.
Cabrera has utilized his 3rd pitch. The last one there was a curveball. That one wasn't.
A couple of hops to Rojas,
wow.
And they get him by a step over. Cabrera had been an issue. So you'd like to see him in and around the zone, and that's not to say
regardless of the score. But I love the way there again is that curveball. I love the way he's incorporated his pitches.
Let's go to the.
Let's go to the video.
Let's go to the videotape, ladies and gentlemen. What was that? That was another one. All right, see.
Wish I could have calculated this well in high school geometry.
That's how my father taught me division, by the way. It was like, all right, let's figure out a batting average. This one's to left. Soler racing in, and he makes the catch. Choice stole a base back in the first. Of them. Great pitch.
I remember too, he's had a couple of issues with
he couldn't have that communication. So just trying to work out a plan, and nobody really for a long time, ourselves included, knew when or if the season was going to start. And it's a little bit slow in getting going because of that. Just outside to Soto, who draws the walk. Leads the National League in walks, and that's the first one.
I had a tweet earlier asking about in fastball, but because of the movement that Cabrera and Sandy Alcantara get with
Cruz out toward right center field. De La Cruz ranging over, makes the catch. Had to leap at the last second, and now they'll throw toward first, but Soto is going to get back. Now Josh Bell, 1 on and 2 out. .60 pitches for Edward, number 61. He will field it, and a little fake throw before final. Need to start turning things around. Certainly high expectations for this club, and when there are teams in front of you that you should.
All of a sudden they were playing pretty good ball. They won the last 3 games in Cincinnati in that 4-game series.
Yadiel Hernandez waits on a 1-1 pitch that's taken low. Of course, we heard from Don Mattingly before the game in a real rah-rah kind of meeting. It wasn't a meeting where we talked about wins. 2-2 inside. About it many different ways, I'm sure. Swing and a miss for Cabrera. He gets the strikeout. That's his 3rd.
Good changeup.
Hey man, save some for us.
You know, to get back to the meeting thing, there are different types. Donnie allowed, I'm sure, a lot of guys to say some things that they thought were needed. There's the yell and scream, you know, get you guys going. So there are different kinds of meetings.
Ground ball. That's Aguilar. Gets to it. Feeds Cabrera. And there are two away. Off the foot of Franco. Valley Sports Florida is your home for the Marlins. We're in Atlanta, and Chip Caray brought in a tie that I believe may have either been Harry's or Skip. So he let me wear the tie. I wore the tie. I left a note for him. I said, here you go. Game worn. Paul Severino, May, whatever the date was. I said this was the 19th best broadcast of the year. And I left it, and they are actually home tonight for the first time.
My mind goes with jersey swaps. First thing that came to mind, especially now that you've talked about the Braves, Acuna and Jose Urena maybe could swap jerseys.
Right. Yep. Cabrera ready for a 2-2 pitch. And he goes to that power changeup to get 12. And there's been a few of these big moments for the Marlins, a comeback here or you hold off a late charge there, whatever it was, and you sit there, you say, well, this really just depends on what we do from now on. Luis Garcia hits one deep to right center field. That young man can hit. A solo home run to get the Nationals into the run column. It's 12-1.
We talked about the little spark he's added lately for them. 4-game hitting streak now. 7 hits his last 14 at bats. But that's all right. That's a fastball.
Garcia getting an extended look at shortstop now with Alcides Escobar on the IL. That's a bouncer towards second. Cesar Hernandez retired. And that's the Thomas. Takes the ball low and in. Oh, his message has always been, we've got to go out and we've got to play these games. Just because you have a team meeting doesn't mean you're going to go execute and compete.
And the one thing Donnie did, times people, you look and you say, yeah, it just doesn't look like there's much enthusiasm. It's tough sometimes to do that.
Guys pulling on the same end of the rope. You can achieve something. It's a line drive out to left, stays up for Soler. Lane Thomas retired, second out. Soto. Marlins shade the infield around. Miggy still on the shortstop side of the bag. Just off the inside corner of a ball and a strike. Didn't get the call. One, two. 12% sliders in there. That's the changeup that missed. 3-2 to Soto.
That looked like
inside and may have actually gotten Soto. Now Nelson Cruz. Ball high. To right center field. De La Cruz, who did not start the game, made a terrific play in the gap to take away extra bases.
Since way he started the year. The Marlins, though, have handled him. Nelson Cruz.
A DH last few years. His first year with the Nationals.
I think
maybe the guy on deck, too, Josh Bell. Inside. A hit by pitch and a walk now with 2 outs in the 6th.
This is how you learn.
Right.
This is how pitchers learn, a young pitcher. Don't rely on the bullpen.
At first. Ball and no strikes on Bell.
Houston or Monday in Philadelphia.
Ground ball. Miggy's got it.
There you go.
And flips to Jazz.
A learning experience.
Absolutely.